Hollow here, and welcome to today's video. Here are two references that I'm using for this painting today. It's a bit different from my other videos. This time it's not a character. I've just decided to take some references I found on Pinterest, which I really liked the composition of the boy sitting in the road, which is a little scary, but it's a completely empty road, so he's all safe. And then there was that boy sitting with the cat. And I just really liked the kind of feeling I got from that, and I really wanted to overall show how, you know, when you have pets, I personally have a cat that can tell when I'm like down or sad, and she comes up to me, she comes running and meowing and so excited to give me like fuss and stuff, and she even like rubs against me, like she can tell when I'm upset, and it's really sweet. And I just think animals are such a gift, you know. They can be very healing. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, they're just very healing. And although some cats I have had that are a bit on the ruder side, they were definitely one of the grumpy cats. But when you get that really affectionate cat that just loves pets or just comes up to you, and I could just picture this boy is feeling a little sad. I don't know exactly why, but that's his own choice. And then the cat has come up to him in the street, kind of being like his little friend. And for the picture itself, I have done some perspective lines just so I can kind of get the houses. I'm not adding much detail to them, but I kind of want them to look a little right with like the perspective lines and everything. So, and the other thing is I'm trying to not focus too much on the little details, because I used to make every line super perfect and then have the background just look so detailed, where I kind of just wanted to get more of like a messier style, just not, you know, worrying too much. Like, I think it only took me about an hour and a half this drawing total, and where normally I could spend like 3 hours and, you know, just fixate on the details a little too much. So I'm trying to think of it more as in blocks of color and not making every line perfect. I also wanted it to have kind of more like a storybook look to it, because one day I would love to illustrate my own children's books, but that's more in the future. But I want to practice doing like scenes, and the best way to do that is by using references. So right now I am quite heavily copying from this reference image, where hopefully the more I practice I can kind of come up with my own compositions. But I just like this one too much that I wanted to take full inspiration from it. And I've been wanting to practice having a more like feeling to the story. I watched this video the other day, and it was talking about how the drawing tells you what's in the scene and the lighting tells you how to feel about it. And I thought that was such a cool way to look at it, and it completely changed my mind. And so that's why I remember after I watched that video, I straight away went and drew this, and I was like, oh, I really want to practice, you know, getting like a mood to it. Because now another thing he said was lighting dictates the mood, the drawing dictates the subject. And at first when I heard that, I thought it kind of sounded obvious, but I was like, I've never really thought about it that way. And for the cat, I just did a ginger and white cat, because I always think they look so adorable, and I personally have had a cat in the past that looks very similar to this, and I absolutely loved him. So he was such a important part of my life, and was kind of there for me when I was like sad, or not that I was sad a lot, just getting that clear, I wasn't sad a lot, but when you're sad, you know, the cats can be a very emotional support, you know. And so I thought it was very nice to kind of represent my old cat here. He did look a bit different, but I took inspiration from him. And the little boy, I just like the way the lighting just hits them both and is going straight across the street. And now I'm just adding the last few details to the background of the picture, adding some lines just to crisp it up, to make it a little bit more clearer on where like the walls end of the house and everything, and editing some of the bushes. And here we are at the end of the video already. Wow, that went so quick, the power of editing. And so thank you so much for watching. I've really enjoyed sitting down and chatting today, and I hope to see you next time, and keep creating.